Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtiwada. In this video, we will learn about set validators method over the form control in reactive forms. In the previous video, I have discussed about one more method called as set value where we can set the values for a form control. In this case, we will be setting our validations dynamically for a form control in reactive forms. For better understanding, let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code. Here I have two files app.component.html and app.component.ts. So let me create one input field called as username. Let me give a placeholder with username and let me create one form control for this. So form control equal to, let me give the form control name as username colon which is of a form control, and here what I'm doing is I'm creating the form control object which is having empty value and no validations for the first time. So this one, let me bind to my HTML content and let me save both of them. Save this and save this. So here after this, what I'll do is let me have a button, and this button what I want to do is I want to make username as required. This is my button which I created, and let me see the output here. So if you see here, let me zoom it, and here we have a username and make username as required button. So here for the first time the username is not required field. Let me use like this. If you see here, I'm focusing on that and coming out it is not showing any required validation. So in this case what I want to do is I want to add some validations to this button and show a error message. As we know in our previous video, we have validated our username by using some of the properties like ngIf equal to username whenever the username is invalid, and also whenever the username is touched or make it as dirty, then I need to show the error message. Let me create one more paragraph here and let me write star ng if is equal to username which should have errors object. So dot errors object, and it should have a required validation. Whenever this is having a required validation, I can print username is required. So some message like this, and instead of using a paragraph, let me make it as div, and here also let me make it as div and save this. So this will be invalid only when the control is clicked or touched and made some value changes. Then only this value will be required field. But for the first time, this username is having no validations. That means this div will never be printed in my HTML. So if you go back and click here, come outside, click here, come outside, there is no validation. Why? Because our username value, if you check the username value, username dot invalid, it is false. Why? Because it's a valid. For the first time, it is not having any validations. Now what I want to do is when I click on this button, so let me use a click event, and inside the click event, let me write change validations, and let me copy this method, go to the TS file, and let me define this method. So what this method should do, it should add some required validation to my form control. So how can I add that? This dot username dot set validators. There is a method called as set validators which will take an array of validations or normal single validation. So for example, I am passing validators. There is a class called as validators which is a static class dot required. There are some parameters required, pattern, min length, max length, like that. We have different types of validations. Let me save this, and also let me save this. So now when I click this particular field should have a required validation. That means let me go back and click here, it is false, and make username as required. I'm clicking here. So now the required field should be executed, but even though I'm not getting any error. Why? Because whenever we are adding a validations, that validations has been added to my username. So we can check by using errors object. If you see here, we can print errors object with JSON pipe so that we can see whole errors. So first time it is null. Let me click on this, make username as required, even though it is null. Why? Because it is not able to detect inside our HTML content. To detect that HTML content, there is a method called as this dot username dot update value and validity. So what it will do is it will update the values of that particular field and it will validate externally without any user interaction. So let me go back, and here username is nothing and errors are null. Let me click on this. Now you see errors are user required is true. That means we are using a username is required. This is how we can validate our required field and add the external validations to our particular form control by using set validators. The only thing which we need to remember is whenever we are writing a set validator, we have to apply our update value and validity. Whenever we are using update value and validity, then only our form control will be reflecting with this particular validations. For now, I don't want this, and let me save this and test it again. So for the first time I'm touching here and touching outside, it is not showing any required field. Why? Because by default that required field is not existing. And now make username as required. Whenever I click this one, it is checking the validation of this username and it is showing my username is required, because whenever I'm touching it and clicking on this button, it is checking the validation of input field by adding a dynamic validation called as set validators to my input field, and this div has been getting executed. So that is how our form control and set validators along with the update value and validity will be working. Hope you guys like my video. If you like my video, please like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.